And y'all be swearing up and down that we as black people just can't be racist. Really?
Usually I don't agree with Napkin Americans, but in the case of this plantation Barbie, I agree. I would never call you Napkin American to your face. I would probably go with something like Rice Rascal. No Purpose Flower. Chalk Child. Chalk Child is a personal favorite. I love using that one. What about Lice Lieutenant? Do you prefer Lice Lieutenant? When did you have Lice? Walking Ranch. That's the one for you. You are a walking ranch. Yeah.
Now you got to remember what platform we're on. So before we continue, I want to say, please do not repeat or redo any of the harmful acts or words that you have seen or heard. Yeah, I realize I fumbled the play on that sentence halfway through, but hey, you understood. Black people just can't be racist, huh? Just based off of American history, not actual like history on slavery. Obviously, there's the black and white complex in American history, but you know, it started as economic. And they bring it up to date. They're just saying that it's impossible for us to be racist because systemically we just don't have the power. I mean, but we got black attorney generals, black mayors, black senates. We had a black president, black vice president, black police chiefs. Yeah. And I gotta read y'all off this quote. If you're proud of your race as a minority but hate white people for theirs, congratulations, you're racist. Somebody just compared. Somebody. Hold on, bro. I can't even tell you what happened. I just gotta show it. Y'all ain't right for this. Splitting image though, I ain't even lying. But don't trip, because we're black, we have this card called approved racism. Yes, it's pretty weird, but it reminds me of this old video, the Ernie.
Dear white women, listen.
Uh-oh.
You're only playing this if you value your life. Is to shut the up. Listen exclusively to black, brown, and indigenous women, femmes, and non-men.
Lady,
I ain't gonna lie, she sound like a female Morgan Freeman.
ladies and gentlemen, here we have what I like to call a black supremacist.
Okay.
Someone that believes that the oppression of their ancestors allows them to oppress people in the present.
Preach.
Someone that believes that race is the end-all be-all. Someone that believes that their life revolves so much around the color of their skin that, like a symbiote, race takes over their entire being. However, because of this, they gain some abilities or social power. And for all the people that don't believe that black supremacists exist, here's your proof.
And also, pay attention to the information that he points out in this clip. I love his how do you say the analytical take on this? Yeah, I gotta go look that up.
Every resource you have and use your privilege to back us in every way.
First of all, are you trying to mind control them? Why are you talking like that? Second
Right.
of all, this woman is the definition of irony. The fact that you can come on this platform and tell a skin color that if they want to live, they need to do and say everything that these other skin colors tell them to do and say, or else without your platform and your well-being being stripped from this earth is mind-boggling to me. You brought up their privilege, yet you're executing yours right in front of our faces. That don't look like oppression to me. Looks like somebody holds the social power in this situation, and it ain't them.
The freedoms we have now are because of our fight and struggle. Bet on black. Bet on brown. Bet on indigenous. Put everything you got behind us. Move entirely out of the way.
Wait a second, let me get this straight. You want their resources, you want their power, you even want their help, but you also want them to move out of the way?
Make it make sense.
Huh? You said that the freedoms that y'all have today are fully because of y'all's own doing, but you also just admitted that you need their resources and you won't really be able to do anything without their help because you don't have the privilege to make change? Huh? Supremacy can be confusing. I hope she gets better at it.
I'm serious, bro. She had that villain arc voice. Just seriously, if you want to. Ain't narrating nothing. I'll just put it to you like this, man. No race is above any other race. In today's time, white people can't even enjoy just being who they are. They didn't have no say-so in being born, white or anything like that. I mean, I certainly had no choice in this beautiful face of mine right here. But, when it comes to white people, they can't celebrate being white in any sort of way. It's actually racist. But black people celebrating black people, nothing wrong with that. However, we do it in a way now that purposefully is, angled at being against white people for being proud to be black into modern society today. Weird. Like, literally, aren't we supposed to be working towards being equal? How do we fight against Jim Crow and we had civil rights, all this other stuff we had to fight for, just for us to go right back to wanting segregation? Come on, man. Black people, we got to take some accountability for racism still existing in the modern era. Let's just talk about it.
I'm gonna hurt some feelings with this one, but we have the black community to blame for racism still existing.
Uh-oh.
Even though we didn't create racism, we are the reason why we're still oppressed. The black community is very picky choosy. As soon as white people do something racist towards black people, we are quick to speak up about it. But when black people are doing harm to their own community, it's silent.
Continue on.
The black community needs to start taking accountability. You guys are way too silent about the issues in our own community. Very quick to ignore it and sometimes perpetuate it. That is why the black community has gone nowhere and why we will continue to get nowhere.
Unless we change. She is so on point that it almost hurts. Here, let's see what else she had to say.
Start holding other black people accountable.
That is what needs to happen. You've heard me say it 10,000 times, accountability. That is one of the keys to us getting where we actually want to be. If we truly focus more on personal accountability, there will be less crime committed. There will be less people having children with people they should not be having children with, which means more two-parent household, which leads to better children being raised, who are then committing less crime, caring about their grades more, making more money, creating new businesses, and more. But even accountability within the black community from the business aspect as well. I've had, for example, going to my gym, this black guy comes up to me. They're selling sea moss. They don't have a business yet. I asked them if they have a website. They were like, no. I was like, okay, cool, no worries. I didn't really want to buy it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to support a black business. They're out hustling. He's trying. I'll buy some. I said, okay, bring it to the gym tomorrow. I'll buy it from you tomorrow. It's been 3 months. Haven't heard from the guy. I've seen him and her at the gym. They said nothing to me. They need to take accountability for that. And we need to take accountability for the areas that we're lacking in. And once we truly adopt and foster a mindset of accountability, it will drastically change our lives and the way we do things. We got a lot of work to do, but we can get there.
Accountability. Whoa. That should be a word that should be tatted in the sky. Like, seriously. Y'all need to chemtrail that. But he said something that was super important, and that's we need to start holding ourselves accountable. And I totally agree with that. And as somebody who's been around, I'm black, obviously, so I'm always around black people in terms of my family and things of that nature. It's been times where certain things would be said and I go, yo, bro, that's not cool. Like, you can't just make that general statement like that. Oh, well, such and such people be such and such, so I'm gonna be such and such. And then I'm going, but look around you, like none of this such and such and is happening. You're creating this in your mind. Like, I'm not saying that this such and don't exist, but I'm saying, like, let's not imagine it and make it happen if it's not happening. However, y'all, we got a little beef. We got a little smoke brewing. So, the clip we just watched of the woman who was explaining why black people are still, responsible for racism being upheld today. And then you had the man that was just, the clip we just watched. Well, come to find out, she actually didn't agree with his take at all. In fact, she didn't provide any real context. She just vaguely said that his stuff was pretty much nonsense. Let's hear this out.
It's silent.
Continue on.
Hi, everybody. So if you didn't go watch that video, please go watch it. But I was not tagged in this video where this creator used video clips from my content. But yeah, I just wanted to clear some things up because he did take bits and pieces from my original video to...
The man literally reacted to what you said. Yes, it was bits and pieces, but we heard your phrases in context in full. I just want to make sure I point that out because now she's finna do this whole, he just took bits and pieces and chopped it up and made it seem like I said that you literally said what you said, but okay.
To fit his narrative. which in return made it seem like I was saying something that I wasn't. And a lot of people were taking me out of context because of this. So in the original video, I was stating that Black people are to blame for racism still existing because we have not successfully come together as a community to fight against this issue. We are quick to speak up when white people are racist towards us, but when we are doing harm to our own community, we're very silent about it.
That was literally the point that the man was just making in the last video, in which you made that point and I understood. So, I mean, it just feels you're literally just repeating yourself right now.
And we all know the Black community is super divided.
Yes.
Because we are very colorist, we are very texturist, we are very featurist, we are very transphobic, we are very homophobic, and we let pedophiles in our home. And because of all these issues that create division in our community, no one is going to take us serious when we say, let's fight against racism, because we are hurting each other. And I definitely want to point out that the way media presents the Black community definitely contributes to our division as well.
What's crazy is it seems like we agree on a lot of things, but I think what happened was you made that video and you got some flack from the Black community, which prompted you to make this video.
So that was the original point of the video, not whatever he put in his video. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up so you guys know.
That was literally the point that he made. Okay.
So where I stand on how I use my voice and how I use my page. I use my page to speak up about all the division that goes on in our community and all the things that our community is actively doing to hold us back.
I don't know, man. I just felt like it was a cop-out. Because she didn't really disagree with anything that he said. She literally just like, I don't know what he got going on in this video. But the points that she was trying to clear up were points that he had previously agreed on. What? Y'all take a look at this comment section. It says the guy that reacted to her video initially, the man that was, inserting his talking points they're referring to, they said he isn't in community with Black people. Wow. His name is Jeff, by the way, y'all. They said, delete that video. She doesn't agree with you. She actually believes racism exists. Wow. I mean, racism definitely do exist. However, nowadays it's manufactured. And as she said, a lot of it has to do with the media. Like I say, we agree on that. I don't even know how we in disagreement right now. Jeff Min, the guy who made the video, he's always problematic is what they say. I don't think any race of people hold themselves accountable when they do harm to their own community. Everything that you said, other coaches do. Oh my gosh. You can't even take accountability in the comment section, bro. I just can't. I can't stand people like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I just really can't stand people like that. I can't stand people when you go, hey, this is an issue. And they go, oh, well, this is not only an issue for us, it's an issue for such, and, da-da-da-da-da, and they the issue too. So we ain't the only one with the issue. It's like, yo, even though we ain't the only one with the issue, it still don't change the fact that we need to solve our own issue, bro. Like, what was the point of that? So to the people in the comment section of this video saying, hey, thank you for clearing that up. I'm glad that you don't agree with him. And she literally does. She just made a video saying that. I don't know what he was talking about over there because the Black community was hitting him with that heat. That's what it was. You got called Uncle Tom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got called all them slurs or something like that, man. Look, it ain't that deep. People are people, okay? And as a Black man who loves being Black, all I'm saying is, just because of my complexion does not mean that I can't go and chase after the goals and dreams that I have in life. Does not mean that I won't face obstacles or roadblocks. Does not mean that I won't encounter somebody who may be prejudiced or racist, whether they're white, Black, or whatever. It doesn't mean that I won't encounter hardships, but the fact that you tell me as a Black person who watched, I didn't get the chance to watch, but who knows history to a point well enough to know that my ancestors fought For me to be able to have this privilege to sit in front of a freaking camera with a microphone and to be able to give my opinion on situations, white, black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, and every other race mixing, being able to watch, and I'm gonna sit here and go, I'm a victim? Get the fuck out of my face, man.